What is up, everybody? Welcome back to youtube.com/DyllonKG. Today, we are discussing the 4.1.1 bug fix patch following the Hillbilly Cannibal update. This patch will fix auras. Before we dive into anything, if you are having issues on Steam, finding your Dead by Daylight game or telling you that it's purchasable but not playable, go ahead and go to your Steam settings, go to downloads, and clear your download cache. This should fix the issue. That resolved it for me after about 12 hours. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into the patch notes. During this patch, the biggest thing that I want to talk about in 4.1.1 is auras. They say patch 4.1.0 introduced a brand new aura system with new aura visuals. While we received positive feedback regarding the style, the consensus seems to be that they were not sufficiently visible, especially for small objects at long range or in bright environments. In light of this, we've temporarily replaced the new aura visuals with a different type that should be much easier to see. So, the biggest issue actually we had when Billy and Bubba got fixed was actually that auras got what a lot of people consider to be nerfed. The thing they did with auras was made them three-dimensional. They shaded them so you could see better what direction people were looking, and they generally just looked better. I do agree they looked better. The biggest issue with auras was they were not very bright. Because of the shading, it was very hard to see where people were. It was really hard to see where hex totems were as killer. When I was playing Survivor, I didn't see much an issue with the auras. It wasn't that big a deal because survivors show up as yellow most of the time, so it wasn't an issue. But when playing killer, it was basically impossible. If somebody was on a gen and you had barbecue and chili, you almost couldn't see them unless they were sticking out from the gen. It was very difficult. So I'm very glad that they're fixing the auras, and that's the biggest part of this patch update. Right now, they're also addressing balance with some of the add-ons with Cannibal, like Spark Plug, the Primer Bulb, the Long Guide Bar, the Grease. They're trying to balance out the add-ons to make the characters not too OP, not too broken with the add-ons, things like that. So now, at this particular point in time, the real important thing that I want to kind of discuss is the fact that matchmaking is still a hot mess. There is no update or information for us regarding when matchmaking is going to be resolved, fixed, better. I originally said in my first video that matchmaking was decent and that it was okay. I'm having a lot more issues with it now than I was, especially as killer. Whereas in the old system, I used to get consistent red ranks going against my rank 1 self as Pyramid Head, or really any of my killers, right? If I was playing someone rank 1, I would constantly get rank 1 teams or rank 2 teams or things like that. I'm not getting any of that. As a rank 1 killer that has been a rank 1 killer for months, I'm constantly playing against new survivors, rank 10 survivors, rank 8 survivors, and I worry about the long-term experience of new players. I created an alternative account last night, and I played my very first Survivor match on this new alt account. So the account had no idea what MMR I was. All it knew was that I had no experience, and it put me up against a rank 1 Spirit player. This doesn't work very well right now. So if you are a new player and you're just looking into this, please, be patient, be calm. This is not indicative of the whole game experience. I understand if you want to walk away. I feel bad for new players. Hopefully this gets resolved soon. So right now, auras are updated, matchmaking still a problem. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear more. And of course, I cannot wait. I will pray to the entity to see you guys in the next video.